Hi, today is the 18th. There are still 17 days before I'm supposed to be leaving here. I had a pet peevish moment today. Actually, today has just been an overall angry day. I was supposed to be going out of town this weekend, but I don't think I'm going to be going. We'll see. A couple things that really bothered me. Oh, if y'all haven't realized, I'm still at work. I have 2 wonderful hours left to go. Yeah, kidding. I still have 2 hours, but they're not going to be wonderful. Anyway, a couple things that I would like to point out. This is going to be a pretty decent length one. Hopefully nobody text messages me and interrupts my feed. Whatever, I'll edit the videos together. One thing that I noticed on my Facebook and Twitter, men are complaining about women being very upfront with them and being like, I just want sex, I don't want a relationship, I don't want to be boozed, I don't want you to call me the next morning, and more than likely I'm not going to be in your bed the next morning, I just want the dick and call it a day. And they're mad, they're upset, they're crying over it, they're so sad and shit. It's like, why is this girl acting like this? And I'd like to say that really, you're upset when for years and decades, guys have just been, using girls for their vaginas, for their bodies, and don't want a relationship, just want to have sex. Now that girls have the testicular fortitude, the balls, the gall to be the same way, it's a problem? I don't understand. Now, granted, whatever, these people, they say, oh, well, the girl's a hoe for doing this or that and the third. I mean, if she's not sleeping around with 2 or 3 different guys a week or whatever, then what does it matter if she has one guy that she turns to for sex? Just saying. Another thing is, this leads off from the first point. Guys, if you're going to use a girl for, her body and just want to have sex with her, don't be surprised if she turns into a bitter bitch afterwards. I mean, if she's thinking that, she might get you and keep you and you might want to be with her, and, then she finally realizes, oh, well, he just wants me for the sex. That really sucks. And then she becomes, later on, well, whatever. And she becomes one of those girls who's just like, yeah, I don't really want to be in a relationship. I just want to have sex, and then you can go on about your business. Why are you mad? You did it. It's your fault. I mean, you might not have necessarily did it to the girl yourself, but blame it on your male species. Now, girls, here's an amendment to that. Not all guys are going to want you for your body. But if you stop giving out the goods so soon, so quickly, so easily, you wouldn't get taken advantage of so much. Just saying. Girls, it's perfectly acceptable to not want to be in a relationship and just want to have sex with a guy as long as you're not trying to get your feelings involved, because once feelings start getting involved, it's hard to just cut them back out again, and it hurts even more. Make sure you're going with what you want before you start sleeping with a guy. Make sure I just want sex. And, I mean, okay, you can't help if feelings change, but if all you're doing is having sex and you get up and leave, especially when he's asleep, I don't understand how you can go from, I just want to have sex with you to, oh my God, I love you, if all y'all are doing is having sex. Doesn't make sense. If y'all don't go anywhere, if you've never met any of his friends, and you probably only see him after 7 p.m., then yeah, I don't understand how you could have fallen in love with this person. Next thing, when a girl gets to the point where she says she doesn't care, believe her. Just take it that she doesn't fucking care. Especially if, there will be clues that she doesn't care. For instance, you didn't call or text her in a few days. And when you finally do, she's like, okay, well, what do you want? Or she just acts normally. She doesn't like, well, you haven't called or texted me and da-da-da, whatever. She doesn't care. She's over it. She might be on to the next one. Let's see. Let's see. You asked her a question about your personal selves or whatever, like, hey, what do you think I should do? This, that, and the third. Or, for instance, you ask her, what type of cologne do you want to use? I don't care. Where would you want to? She doesn't care. She doesn't. I mean, you're pretty much. Now, especially if this is the type of relationship where y'all just started having sex and then I guess you decided, well, I want to be with this person, and she was kind of tired of waiting, so she just went like, I don't care. It is what it is. My tongue ring distracts me. Okay, ladies, I understand that it is just so much easier to hold on to things, hold on to the anger and the resentment that all these guys that has built up from loving or caring about or messing with these guys, or if you're a lesbian, these girls, if you're bisexual, girls, whatever. But, it's going to poison you eventually. You're just going to be bitter and angry all the time for no reason at somebody. For necessarily no reason. It just gets worse and worse until finally you explode or just something happens. It doesn't always have to be super bad, but most of the time, it doesn't even have to be something like where you have a blow up with a person. You could just be so distracted by your anger and hate and resentment, you get into a car accident and die. And then what happens? You just died angry. It's not even worth it. So I don't know. I recommend sex to help get it out. Get all of it out. I mean, hot, angry sex with somebody. Not a whole bunch of people, though. Just like maybe one person, and maybe keep going back to that one person. Because your vagina is not a revolving door. Not everybody should be able to go through it. It should be a level 5 security clearance. Not everybody can get that shit. Trust me, not everybody can get that shit. Or being the president's daughter. Not everybody can be the president's daughter now. Okay? So I'm just saying. Find something constructive. Hey, working out. It helps a lot. I mean, and you know what? If you get on the treadmill or the elliptical machine or the Stairmaster and just go for it, people might take your tears for tears of pain instead of sorrow and anguish. So I'm just saying. Different ways of getting it out. Take up kickboxing. Take up a sport, a hobby, something. I personally do cardio when I'm upset, or I make those hilarious dance videos that yeah. So it's to each his own, I guess. Another thing I would like to point out to nobody in particular, just me getting my thoughts out. I've gotten to a point where I say I don't care. I really mean I don't care. And I don't want to be bothered with it. I don't want to continue on dealing with the same thing. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't care. I'm just going to breathe it in. And out. And there it goes. I'm just going to let it go. I don't feel the need to talk about it. I don't feel the need to keep dwelling on it any longer. I just going to let it go. Another quick question. Do you think, because I'm going to re-pierce this down here, do you think I should put a ring or keep it with the pin stud thingy? Also, I am going to get a new piercing soon. I think I might start working on my dermals. Or start working on the helixes. What do y'all think? Anyway, subscribe to my Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Until next time, back to work I go.